Why is it when you want to start filming something, the dogs next door start barking? That yappy little dog drives me crazy. Seriously. I'll just sit here and eat my lamington. Oh, I think he's stopped. No, never mind. Why? Every time I sit down to start the film, I'm like, dog. I'm just gonna get started, I think. Otherwise, I'm gonna be here all afternoon. Hello, and welcome to this very cash and why? Shut up! Whenever I want to start filming noisy things outside, dogs, motorbikes, just nightmare. Anyway, hello and welcome to a very peaceful and relaxing chatty video. I don't know, where I don't know, I just wanted to sit down and just chat about being so quiet on social media and everything over the last couple of weeks. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. I don't know whether you've noticed, but over the last couple of weeks I've been a bit M.I.A. over all of my social platforms. I've been quiet on Instagram and of course on my YouTube channel, over on Facebook and, you know, everywhere else. Lots of things have been happening over the last couple of weeks and I just wanted to sort of just sit down and just, you know, chat. If you are at all interested in my life. If you're not, then yeah, stop watching now because it's just going to be all about life and what's been happening. So first of all, I've been working a lot. I work a casual job in retail, which means from week to week I don't know what my hours are and they always sort of change. Last week I only worked 3 days, the week before I worked 6 days and they're all in a row. So things change. So I've been working a lot and because of the type of work that I do, it's very physical. So by the time I get home, I don't want to do anything. I just want to flop. I mean, working retail for an introverted person, it drains me mentally. So by the time I get home, I just don't want to talk to anyone. I just want to be on my own. And I just don't want to do anything. So yeah, work. Another thing is I haven't been able to get into doing the next tutorial in my style sampler quilt along. One, because of work, I just haven't had the time, and two, I don't know whether you've noticed over the last year or so, I've had like this little mole on my hand. I actually got that removed because the doctor said it needed to come out. It wasn't cancerous, it was all fine, nothing's wrong with it, but I just had stitches in there and I had this big huge bandage on my hand and I was just like, I don't want to be filming, you know, a tutorial where you're mainly just seeing my hands and this big huge bandage on my hand. So I just wanted to take time off to let that heal and to get the stitches out and stuff like that, and I am now left with a very gnarly type scar. Look away now if it's a little bit gross, but yeah, it's still a bit raw and a bit, you know, ugh. So I just wanted to let that heal and just, yeah, not looking as awful as it did. There's a spot on the lens and it's gonna drive me crazy. Better. Okay. Oh my gosh, those dogs, they're driving me crazy. Another thing that's been happening in life, last weekend my brother was actually in hospital. He's actually been quite ill over the last month or so, which actually resulted in him having a collapsed lung, which saw him hospitalized last weekend for about 5 days. So that was a big stressful thing, and yeah, just put a lot of strain on things at home. So that was another thing that just stopped everything and made everything lovely and quiet. Let me have a tea break. So getting back to making videos, I was actually going to do a video last week I think it was, my parents and I went into the city to see this big light festival that's on at the moment in Sydney called Vivid. We went on like this dinner cruise and then had a look at the lights actually around the quay and stuff. And I filmed quite a lot, but not as much as I really wanted to sort of really capture the actual event. So I was actually going to do like a vlog of that, which I have in previous years, but I just wasn't happy with the footage that I got. I wasn't all that impressed with Vivid this year. It's just my opinion, but you know, it's been better. I might actually insert a few of my favourite bits of the night that I captured here for your viewing. All my favourite bits of the night. I didn't really think it was enough to really make it into a proper video, like standalone separate thing, so I just sort of scrapped it and thought, oh, I might just put it in this little chatty thing that I'm doing now. So yeah, even though I have been pretty quiet over the past couple of weeks, I have been planning. I have been sort of planning for future things and trying to get some sort of resemblance of a schedule or pattern of putting things out. I have lots of great tutorial ideas that I want to do after my quilt along series is finished, and I've sort of just been planning them and just trying to get my life together, you know. I did do a new blog post, if you saw that, over the weekend. It was all about my lovely floral embroidery that I've been spamming you with on Instagram. I am so happy with the way that that embroidery turned out. I just think it's so pretty to look at. If you want to read that, there is a link in the description below that you can click and go and read it. So I think that's pretty much it at the moment. I actually have the next couple of days off of work, so I'm going to try my best to get started the next video in the quilt along series. It's just piecing all the blocks together to complete the quilt top. A lot of you have already started doing that, and you've been sharing with me your finished quilt tops on Instagram, and I love seeing them. I think for my quilt I'm just going to be doing really basic sashing, nothing too fancy, and then get it basted and quilted. I'm just going to do a really basic layout with the blocks. I'm not going to do it in week order. I'm just going to do it the way that I think looks good through my mind's eye or whatever. And speaking of sewing, I've actually been doing some really, I've actually purposely made time to do some, I call it personal sewing. So that's just doing a project that's just for me. It's not, I'm not making it into a tutorial, and I'm not going to be like sharing with you how to make it and all that sort of stuff. This is just something for me to just escape in, and that is my pixelated rose quilt. I think there's about 26 different blocks to make up the whole quilt, and I think I've done about 6. I'm really happy with the way that it's turning out. It's very technical piecing. Everything needs to be really spot on for everything to nest and for it to look profesh. So I'm happy with the way that that's going, and it's something that I can escape to at the moment, which is good, especially, yeah, with lots of things happening in life. On my list it says distracted with other stuff. I actually wrote this list a couple of days ago and I can't remember what that means. Distracted with other stuff. What have I been distracted by? I don't know. I can't think. So that's everything I wanted to chat about, and I hope you just, I don't know, appreciate the little update with everything, and thank you also for understanding and for just being a really awesome, understanding, caring and encouraging audience, which is always very much appreciated. You know, you guys are awesome. Really awesome. So as always, thank you all so much for watching and hope to see you another time very soon. Bye!